Hoodie guy coming back here with another Caspa video. Right here, you can see that most of the market is green, red. There's a few greens in the top 100, but mostly it's red. Obviously, the Israel-Iran war heating up is something that the markets might contract for a while. But when you look at the bigger stock market, Bitcoin price, there's negative events, but eventually things keep going. They're going to print money. There's different things like Zeal. I did pick up a little bit yesterday, and then I was like, oh, I might pull. It was like 10, 12 cents yesterday. And then it was like, I picked up a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I should buy some more. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of lazy. It might pull back in the morning. And then all of a sudden it shot up to 20 cents today. Picked up a little tiny bit more. Some people are hoping that it could become a pancake swap, which got up to a $6 billion valuation last time, and Uniswap, which got up to 20 billion. Now they had lots of users, so once it goes mainnet goes live, once that Casplex, their L2 goes live, then you're gonna have to get a lot of users. But there's a lot of cool things going on, in the ecosystem. But at the end of the day, we've slipped down a little bit, down to number 44 on CoinMarketCap. Hasn't changed my conviction for the most part. Kaspa might underperform my expectations, but I'm still holding strong with a thesis that a decentralized proof of work that's 10 blocks a second will have value, and that narrative could potentially catch on. At the end of the day, obviously the extreme greed or the extreme fear is the best time to buy when it's down red. But obviously, when the market's down here in the yellow zone, is a pretty good time to buy. It gets down to the green, that's an okay time to sell. But when it gets into the kind of the turquoise teal color, extreme greed, which I don't think the market cycle's over. So extreme greed is the spot to sell. So right here, Kaspa equals Bitcoin 2.0. So at the end of the day, that is the simplest. Now you have something like Zeal, which is obviously popping off. I know some people got it at 0.7 of a penny on the pre-sale. And then, it just wasn't that long ago. A couple days ago, it was 3 cents. So it's up. So you're going to run into some massive profit taking, but it still has a $9 million market cap and 42 million fully diluted. And you can see that this isn't fully diluted market cap back in the 2021 run. Now, for it to get up to a multi-billion dollar, you're going to need the whole altcoins to have a big season. And you would really need a lot of users hitting in using Zeal, and you'd really need a lot more adoption on Caspa, which if it gets the right narratives is possible. But it's still pretty low market cap if Zeal is, maintaining the number one DEX once it becomes live on mainnet. So I've been playing around a little bit with Zealous Swap. You can do that, get MetaMask or whatever, and get the test Caspa and mess around with there. They're going to airdrop. I think that I don't think they've did it yet. I think it's the first week of once it hits mainnet. And then also you might have seen the KASIA, the KASIA.FYI, which is mobile. It's not mobile, but that'd be cool when it's mobile. They got the picture of the mobile phone. I think once they can get KNS domains, or you can label the wallets, and if it can go mobile, it'd be awesome. But Burke.cast yesterday and I were chatting, and he sent GIFs, he sent JPEGs, he sent an MP3, he sent a zip file, text file. So we're sending those files. You can see the transactions will show up, and actually we'll go to the one where he sent the MP3. We'll look at the transaction there. Once this pops up, you can see the transaction. You can't see the communication. You can see that the payload for that MP3 was huge. But I could think that if you've seen read the Soft Wars book by Jason Lowery, now he's talking about Bitcoin being power projection in cyberspace. I could see something like that where when you first do it, you have a handshake, and then the other person handshakes, and you have like some collateral that you get back once that person handshakes. But I can see where you could have like a texting email service where in order for someone to reach out to you the first time, they have to put up collateral. And then if you think it's spam and you don't accept it, then they'll never get that collateral back. That could be one way in the future that you have this kind of decentralized way that could stop spam. Because okay, yeah, one person, if they really wanted to spam you, could spend $50, but you're not going to be able to do that on a large scale. Or if it was even $5, even $1, all these spam mass emails, people are spending, they're spending almost no money. Now you got Hoodie. It's at 1.5 cast floor. There's only 67, 80 cents trading volume, but on paper I have $500,000. It'd be cool to try to maybe I'll be able to use the most of the ones I have, because I had the ones I minted and then someone give me a bunch. Maybe I'd be able to use them for liquidity. It'd be cool. I don't think there's a Hoodie that's really, meme coin that's took off. So that'd be cool if this one did, because there's only like, I can't even remember, 42 million of them. So it wouldn't take much. But also another cool thing in the ecosystem is the currency app. It's on App Store and Google Play. I downloaded it. I haven't opened it, but it's basically a self-custody wallet. Something else to keep in mind when you're using like Zeal Swap and all these new, now this is just testnet, but when you're using tools and like KASIA and, currency, you're not going to want to go in and, log in and use your seed phrase from your Tangent or any wallet that's got a lot of Caspa. You basically want to have a burner wallet that you're setting up here with KASIA currency. Once something is, you have, it's around longer, you can trust it. You can start maybe, keeping a little bit more on there. KASIA, with that messaging app, you only need to put 10 Caspa there. So basically you create a new wallet and do that. So there's some pretty cool things going on there. And yeah, I've downloaded currency, but I haven't had a chance to give it a test drive. KASIA, I did. I put my address in there. It's in the description if you want to chat. I think people need to be online at the same time. It's obviously in beta, but I think if they get a mobile version and so you can have KNS domains, then it's going to be game over and it'll be really fun. So each message is a transaction, and Caspa could scale up currently as it is with lots of transactions on that. So that's basically it. Buy the fear, sell the greed, and it's not as easy. You see things like this, it's easy to always want to buy the top. And sometimes these things like this run for multiple days, but at some point something pops up and there's going to be some profit taking. I mean, the people that got in at pre-sale are up about 30x, and I could still see why someone would hang on, because you could feel like, hey, this might be like a pancake swap, this time if the Kaspa ecosystem catches on after some smart contracts and L2s. So that's all I got. Happy Saturday. And yeah, if you want to send me a message on KASIA, go ahead and do that. And thanks for watching, and have a good day.